What's up, Renegade Nation? Before we begin the video, I'd like to give a big shout out to our most recent patron saints, Thar Dorwin, Colt Seaman, Julius Urado Jr., Thoher, OM Gino, Great on Booth, and Ethan Bergeron. Thank you so much for your support, and if you want to support us on Patreon, feel free to click the link below in the description to find out more. Thanks again. So, before we begin, there's something I have to say. The last time we reacted to one of these trailers, the teaser trailer, I believe, I didn't do any research before I watched the trailer, and I got a lot of the stuff wrong in my assumptions, and everything. Because I didn't know who officially was in this. I didn't look up who was in the cast. The only person I knew who was in the cast was Joaquin Phoenix, which that was easy enough to tell. And then I recognized Zazie Beetz as well from Deadpool 2 in Atlanta Atlanta. But overall, I said some stuff, and I didn't know anything what was going on, and people railed me over it. So, here's one thing I'm going to say, though. I do stand by my assumption that if this is successful enough, everyone has gone on to say that this is going to be a standalone thing. Everyone in their mother, including Joaquin Phoenix, the director, and everything, has said, yeah, this is going to be a standalone thing, not connected or anything like that. To that, I say that depends on the studio. That's what I've always said. It depends on what the studio wants. If the studio, maybe not a sequel to this, but this being a starting point for something else, why not? I mean, if this is good enough and has a lot of lore that could be spidered out into other stories, why not? But
dude, if it's super, super successful, like, there's no movie studio that I know of that would ever just stop and be like, yeah, well, that was cool that we did that, you know?
Yeah, I know.
It's like, they're going to be like, how can we keep going with this?
But here's the thing, though, dude. A lot of the comments in the previous video said, they're not gonna do that. They have too much respect for this character. They have too much respect. I'm like, these are studios. They don't give a shit. If you think they have any respect for these characters,
that's like saying,
I'm sorry,
dude, like,
you're delusional.
EA's publishing this game and they're saying that there's not going to be any, like, microtransactions or loot boxes in it, and like, you're like, yeah, I'll believe that when I see it. They're not gonna do that. Yeah, I fucking believe you.
Yeah, sure.
They're making the movie, though.
No, they're making the movie.
So, like, his point is completely has no weight because they're already putting money into making. If they had too much respect for the character to do something like that, why would they fucking make the movie to begin with? They already are.
Search me, man. Search me.
Whether it continues or not, it's happening.
Yeah, because this is a thing. This is really happening. And this is a completely new version of the Joker. This isn't the one that we grew up with or anything like that. This is a completely new individual character study set, I think, in the early 80s, I think 1981.
Yeah. And
it's effectively here showing the Joker, this man, Arthur Fleck, and his transformation and slide into mental, just like complete and total mental breakdown into becoming just a sheer agent of chaos, which that's all the Joker ever was.
Sure. And
I'm wondering how, the first trailer got me hyped, and I'm hoping that this one does the same, but
apparently,
anyway,
also it has been said that this will be an R-rated movie.
That's what I've heard as well. And what I'm going to do is for a little bit of a special thing, I'm going to make this just a little bit bigger. There we go.
A wee bit bigger.
A wee bit bigger there, sir. All right. Because I really want all y'all to drink this in too. But here we go. The Joker final trailer. Here we go. Love the imagery. Aw.
Can you please stop bothering my kid?
Sorry.
Hey.
Arthur,
It's just entertaining the kid.
I have some bad news for you. This is the last time we'll be meeting.
You don't listen, dude. You just ask the same questions every week. How's your job? Are you having any negative thoughts? All I have are negative thoughts.
And finally, in a world where everyone thinks they can do my job, check out this guy.
When I was a little boy and told people I was going to be a comedian, everyone laughed at me. Well, no one's laughing now.
You can say that again, pal.
It's so awful, isn't it?
For my whole life, I didn't know if I even really existed. But I do. And people are starting to notice.
Think this is funny? Is this a joke to you?
Murray, one small thing.
Yeah.
When you bring me out, can you introduce me as Joker? Send in the clown.
Dude,
Shit.
this looks awesome.
Wow. They're going visceral with this. And by visceral, I mean they're going hardcore, like ground level, like grinding on the fucking, like on the friggin' asphalt in terms of how deep they're going with this character study. Because the Joker is always, okay, everyone knows the Joker, just like almost everyone knows Batman. Because clowns are introduced to kids at a very young age. Like, when I was a kid, Bozo the Clown, he had this super Sunday show where kids would go on and they'd do these things and try and win prizes and stuff.
I watched some Bozo the Clown back in the day.
Yeah, and then as we grew up, we got into comic books and we got into television series and stuff like that, and then we started to see stuff along the lines of Batman the Animated Series, which had probably one of the best Jokers ever. I mean,
It's my favorite.
There's no doubt in a lot of people's minds that Mark Hamill's Joker is one of the best, if not the best, example of the character transcending boundaries and just having such a huge reach. And with this, I'm effectively getting the same feel, the same feel of the Joker that we got in, especially the comedian, like the failed comedian kind of shtick that we got in The Killing Joke, which is one of Alan Moore's greatest accomplishments, and to me one of my favorite. It in terms of Batman lore, it's up there with Batman Year One and The Dark Knight Returns in terms of their importance to the Batman lore and how it shaped the Batman comics from then on. So many people rode the coattails of that and made their own stories, all from Alan Moore's shocking turn from turning this humble comedian into one of the most deranged, psychopathic human beings ever to exist.
Well, the Joker is almost like, paranormally, just like able to create slaves out of people too. Like I was afraid that they were going to make the Joker too real. Like, I don't like seeing Joker completely humanized, because he is a comic book character, and not only that, he's one of the most diabolical and manipulative. Not anybody can be Joker. You got to be somebody really special in a fucked up way.
Well,
you know what I'm saying?
Well, it's just like
to play psychological
Ledger.
mind games with a genius billionaire to make him realize, here's your opportunity to kill me, but you're not going to catch me.
Exactly.
What are you going to do? Because I'll click the buttons on both boats and blow them up in front of you. Now you got to kill me. That's what the Joker is. You know what I'm saying?
Well, and
that's why the Heath Ledger one
Ledger's
still to me wasn't, which I don't care, hate all you want to. It was great, but if we want to really compare the character from the comics to everything, then he has to be this magnificent fucking spectacle. This being its own story, it's going to be really interesting.
Yes.
I think it could be really cool, but
and
for the haters that want to make it all about it being like the Joker, guess what? I don't think that's ever actually happened.
Well, okay, I'm looking at the Wikipedia page right now, and I'm looking at all the people who are in it. So this does take place in Gotham City. Robert De Niro is the television host. Written and directed by Todd Phillips, with Scott Silver assisting on writing. A $55 million budget, a fairly meager budget. I mean, because you look at Batman v Superman, it got a $200 million plus budget, but yet the quality of the film that we got was shit. So what are you gonna do?
Less is more a lot of times.
Oh yeah. So it is 1981. 1981, failed stand-up comedian after public humiliation turns to a life of crime and chaos, slowly rising to become a frightening legend. That's good. That's really good. And Frances Conroy is Arthur's mother. I thought when I saw the trailer, I didn't really get a good look at his mother, and I thought maybe it was his girlfriend or something. Maybe she was suffering from a nervous breakdown and he was trying to help her through it, but turns out it's his mother.
I remember
you got Brett Cullen as Thomas Wayne.
Yeah, Brett Cullen as Thomas Wayne, and Douglas Hodge plays Alfred Pennyworth.
Oh.
Uh-huh. And Bruce Wayne. Bruce Wayne is it. In the teaser
Dante
trailer,
Pierre Olsen. They said that kid was Bruce that he was talking to through the fence, I think.
Yes, in the teaser trailer, there was a kid that he actually goes up to and like makes him smile through the fence.
Mm-hmm.
They say that was Bruce Wayne. And if that is, holy hell.
Wasn't he? I thought he was talking to his mom when she was sick or whatever in that one. In that teaser.
He was. Yeah.
So I figured that was my fear, that it was just going to be like, oh, this nerdy loser who lives with his mom and she gets sick and dies, and then he becomes the Joker and he's just crazy and wears clown makeup.
No, I think there's a multitude of different things all bearing down
But
on
it looks
him.
like he's going to have some kind of like political influence to enrage like common citizens is what it looked like.
Well,
and that is a fucking Joker thing to do.
Yeah, well,
so that's going to be super cool.
He entices people to give into the chaotic urges that for some reason, I can't explain why I do this, but whenever I'm driving somewhere and I'm by myself and I'm driving past certain things, I have odd thoughts pop into my head.
Invasive thoughts?
Yeah. Invasive
that's what
thoughts.
they call it.
Yeah, invasive thoughts.
Drive into the guardrail.
Manifest.
How about no?
Yeah. Well, no, and it's just like, I wonder what would happen if I were to drive this through a crowd. I would wonder what would happen if I were to go plowing into that tree. Would I fold up around the tree? Would I live? Would I die? These invasive thoughts, they happen with people. A lot of people have them, but they don't act out upon them because rationale, logic, and just like regular thought process gets in the way of that.
Your moral compass goes, "Hey, dude, that was fucked up." You're like, "Yeah."
Yeah, dude, don't do that. It's messed up.
Intrusive, I think, is the word they
intrusive.
use. Intrusive thoughts.
Intrusive, invasive. I mean, yeah. But from what we're getting here, it looks like this character study is going to be. It's going to be very deep, and it's going more along the lines of what we would see in the comic books.
It's interesting for me because the Joker seems to be I would have to say probably the only character that there have been several adaptations of him on film that have they've never nailed the Joker, in my opinion. Everybody has their own opinion, but they've all been enjoyable. It's not been like, well, this isn't really like the Joker in the comic books, but it's still awesome. It's not something that irritates me. It's like each one has been unique, and they're all really good.
Well, it goes to the 3 Joker theory. Have you heard that? Jeff Johns, back a while ago, did a comic book where Batman asked what is the Joker's true identity, and it actually gave him 3 people. It gave him the criminal mastermind, the prankster, and the basket case, the one that is mentally deranged. The criminal mastermind is the Golden Age Joker. The Golden Age Joker being the one from the 30s and 40s, when he was a literal criminal mastermind who literally had thugs do his work for him and everything like that. And then when the Comics Code Authority came in, the Silver Age happened, where it was the Joker literally coming up with weird stuff just to make Batman angry.
Yeah, just mess with him.
Yeah, just mess with him, yeah. And then you had, after that, the Bronze Age and / Modern Age, where you get the more grueling character studies like you get with The Killing Joke, The Dark Knight Returns, and you see just like how deep the character can go when it comes to...
You mean just The Dark Knight? Or...
Yeah, The Dark Knight. You see, and that's a good comparison as well.
So The Dark Knight is like a basket case?
Well, the Dark Knight one, yes. The Dark Knight is the Bronze Age. The Batman television series, that's the Silver Age. And then Jack Nicholson's Joker is the Golden Age. You see, we have 3 proper representations of each defined age of the Joker. However, the Joker, for you, the Joker that you know, the Joker that you are most familiar with, they still haven't done a full proper version of that.
Yeah, for me, it's the Joker from Batman the Animated Series is the closest to all 3 of those combined at the same time.
Yeah, he's a prankster, but he's also a criminal mastermind, but there's something deeper there that we don't understand. And
well, for me, like, I never felt like Batman was physically threatened by Heath Ledger's Joker.
No,
he was threatened by him having people he loved, innocent people, blah, blah, blah. The Batman animated series Joker is physically threatening.
There's something I just thought about. Have you played the Arkham games?
I have started them. I've never gotten into them. I've never had time to play through them.
I feel like the Arkham Joker is actually a combination of all 3 of those things.
Yeah. Well, what I've seen of it, I think is really cool.
Yeah, he masterminds, like, very large schemes in both. Well, technically in the first one, in Arkham Asylum, he masterminds a very, like, huge scheme and has a lot of people, like, on his side to help him do it. Like, he's convinced a lot of criminals to join him in doing so and everything.
Yeah, he should be able to do shit like that.
Yeah, and then he is doing it specifically to basically mess with Batman and prove to him that, like, the system is broken and he's not in control and no one is in control.
Yeah.
And then at the same time, he's fucking psychotic in it. So like, he's just a crazy person. So like, I think you really need to play through them and check out that Joker, because that Joker.
And I have them too.
Actually, kind of all.
I have them all,
guys. I hope somebody gets that.
What's that?
Because I fucking called it. Look at this. Okay, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, I present this as evidence. Look at this. Read this. Future. Right here. What does it say? In contrast to modern comic book films, Joker was intended to be a standalone film with no planned sequels.
However,
Todd Phillips said in August 2019, this month, that he would be interested in making a sequel depending on the film's performance, and if Phoenix is interested, Warner Brothers intends for Joker to launch DC Black, a line of comic book films unrelated to the DCEU with darker, more experimental material, similar to comic imprints such as Elseworlds. Who called it? Bitch! Fuck yeah!
I think that would be awesome if they do that too.
Yeah.
Like, from the way this looks, if they can do like a series of stuff like similar to this, if this is what I think it's going to be from the trailer,
they could save
I think
Constantine
it would be awesome.
With this.
Yes, they could.
They could
That would
bring
be
Constantine
badass.
back
Yes, they
with
could.
this.
Hell yeah.
Yes, they could.
Wait, who are you going to have play Constantine this time? Though?
Shit. I don't know.
Who was it that played him the first time again? Was it who I think it is?
Yeah.
Keanu Reeves played him. Played a quote Americanized version with raven hair and just American sensibilities. Whereas Constantine in the comics
But he
is
did a
British.
good job.
British, okay.
No, he did.
He did
I'm
a
not
good
going to
job.
doubt Keanu Reeves'
So if
ability
he's-
to play a convincing John
They
Constantine.
just didn't want him to
Wait,
play
wait,
a
wait, wait,
convincing
wait.
John.
No, they didn't.
I know this wouldn't happen because he's already done, Batman. What if they had Christian Bale play Constantine in an alternate?
I don't know.
DC.
I think age might be the problem there because he's pushing 50.
That's true.
He's
Movie magic can make anybody look younger.
I know
nowadays,
that,
though,
but at the same
Look
time,
at Tom Cruise.
But at the same time, if they're going to go with this, they're going to go with a Constantine who is at least early to mid 30s.
Yeah.
They're going to go with one who can last all the way up until he's about 50.
I'm not sure which British actors I would really.
I would be
think
okay
of
with
other than that,
Taron Egerton.
Tom Hardy, man, bring him back.
Tom Hardy, he's up there too. He's in his 40s, but he's going to be busy playing Venom because
Yeah,
he's
that's
already
true.
signed on to play Venom.
How
again.
awesome would it be to be Constantine and
Venom?
fucking Venom?
Oh, it'd be
Fuck
awesome.
you, Ryan Reynolds.
No. You know who would be? You know who'd be a big fu to? Josh Brolin because he played Cable and he played Thanos.
That's true. That is fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
That is fucking awesome.
But that's hilarious because everybody's like, they won't do that.
But they did.
They're-
Well, hell,
they're probably gonna.
Hell, dude. The most successful version of the Fantastic Four. Who played Johnny? Captain America. That's right.
So, in case you guys didn't know, there's been 2 times now that I know of that Nate said something and everybody shit on him, and then they got proven completely wrong. So maybe you guys should stop trying to predict the future so hard and just kind of roll with what people think about. Be like, yeah, maybe that could happen. We'll see.
Maybe.
Like,
I never say
instead
that
of-
it's going
instead
to
of being
happen,
a-
but I
a
always
douche
say it's
about
a
it.
possibility.
Like-
But instead, people are just like, Nick, you're so stupid for saying that. It's like, it's an opinion, man.
Is he?
Right.
It's a
Is he?
oh yeah, twice now it's happened. I mean, yeah, the Bethesda thing and now this. You know, we got those are 2 videos we got perennially like dumped on. I'm talking
But
like
that's not even something controversial to
No,
say.
it isn't.
Maybe
But-
if you think somebody's opinion on something trivial is stupid and wrong, just
tell that
Move
to
on.
tell that to the comment
Move
section.
on.
Tell that to the comment section full of a bunch of butthurt
man.
haters who can't stand the fact that their perfect little world doesn't exist. Get over yourself.
I'll be your stooge, Field. I'm sure I've said plenty enough stupid shit in this video to take all the
Dude,
heat.
I've said stupid shit too. I say stupid shit all the time. Like,
But I know what the comment section will look like in this video because I've seen it before too. Because anytime you actually get one up on the people who have been douchebags, everybody in the comments is like, "Oh man, these boys salty. They're butthurt, right?" It's like, yeah, like the guys previously in the other videos weren't fucking salty and butthurt.
Exactly.
It's like you just have to have the last word. You just can't let anybody win over you. You're always
Ever.
right.
Well, salty and butthurt come together like when you're eating a salty, delicious burrito and hot sauce. Causes the butthurt. It's a cycle, my friends.
Yeah, exactly.
Good one.
People are
That's a
butthurt
good one.
because they think they're right and you're wrong, then they're proven wrong, and then they're butthurt because they were proven wrong. And it's just,
It's a constant repetition of
Yeah.
stupidity, and guess who's stuck in the middle?
yeah, pretty much.
Oh god. Anyway,
I'm glad to be here.
At least we have fun being stuck that way. So.
hey,
Yeah.
stuck in the middle with you.
In the end, like I said earlier, we were talking about something else. Another cool comment that somebody left us that was like, "Yeah, this reminds me of when my friends and I just got together, sat on a couch, and watched stupid movies and videos and stuff. We called it Stupid Video Night or whatever, you know." And I'm
Yeah.
like, "Yeah, that's
kind of what
we're doing.
man.
We're having fun watching videos, you know.
Yeah,
It's fun.
that's right. You got that right.
If people have fun watching it with us, otherwise we wouldn't have as many subs as we have probably."
True. Yeah, it's true. All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you all very much for tuning into this. If y'all are excited for the new Joker film, let us know in the comments down below. And if you want to watch the trailer again and break it down and do your own thing with it, go ahead and click it there in the description. But if you want to subscribe to us, feel free to. I mean, we would greatly appreciate it. And leave a like on that video. We have the subscribe button and we have the notification bell. Stay notified if you want to know when we upload stuff. And until next time, everybody, signing off, I'm Nate.
I'm Nick.
I'm Chad.
And we will see you all in the next one. A peace out.